Brawl Nation, welcome back. We are excited to bring you the Season 1, Episode 2 Brawl. And we have an exciting bracket that we revealed. If you haven't already checked that out, please go back and watch the previous video for the bracket reveal. And then we are ready to get started. Willie, are you ready for the Brawl today?
Oh, we have been talking about this for the past week. We have revealed our brackets. We have previewed the matchups. It's time to let the cards fall. It's time to let the fist do the talking. Let's get this started. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely. We are moving into the swamp. We have our number 1 seed versus our number 6 seed, Emperor Palpatine versus Sebastian. Rudy,
Okay,
let's remind the
remember,
folks at home in our Brawl Nation about the knockout possibilities.
all right, with a seed difference of greater than 10, the higher seed can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, jack, or 10 on any of the 3 draws. As always, anybody can get an immediate knockout with one of the 2 jokers in the deck. So, let's take it away. Let's see what happens in this first matchup between Emperor Palpatine and Sebastian. Palpatine opens with a joker. Oh no! Goodbye, Sebastian, and it was dirty.
Well, that is Palpatine. I mean, that is what he does. And so, yeah, I mean, it is no surprise there that he would go that route. I mean, he didn't need to, but he popped in and got a joker right away. I mean, it's over before it even started.
What a way to start the second brawl. Palpatine just annihilates that poor crab. Goodbye, Sebastian. You're going to be singing some songs. You should have stayed under the sea. That was ugly.
Not even close. I mean, but to be fair, we didn't really expect it to be close. So there's nothing that we see going on there.
Okay, next matchup, 8-9 matchup. And again, with a seed difference of under 3, there's no natural knockout cards. So I had to get one of the 2 jokers in the deck to finish the fight via knockout. We got Chuck Norris against John Taffer. Chuck opens with, are you kidding me? It's a joker! I do not see how, as you can see here, there's only 2 jokers in this entire deck, and I don't know what the odds are on that, but with thorough shuffling between matchups, Chuck Norris has just eliminated John Taffer with a single fist of fury. It's over he needs a bar rescue on this one. It's done. Chuck Norris advances.
I mean, 2 for 2 jokers. I mean, the odds of that, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there in Brawl Nation that can statistically figure that out, but that is incomprehensible.
I am in shock right now because, like I said, you could hear me shuffling these cards. This is not just for show. We went through an entire brawl in episode 1. The jokers did come out. There's a 1 in 27 chance of a joker appearing, but to have it happen with the first 2 punches being thrown being dirty jokers, poor John Taffer Chuck Norris showed his prowess right there.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a roundhouse kick that he didn't see coming. That, cowboy boot was laced with something. It just knocked him out.
2 knockouts on the first strike in our first 2 matchups. Let's see what else the Swamp region has in store. Gainesville, Florida, it's getting crazy. Next matchup, old Obi-Wan Kenobi, 4 seed versus 13 seed John Adams. With a seed difference of 9, Obi-Wan can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, or jack. Or, of course, as we've seen, the jokers. Obi-Wan's first card, 7 of hearts. That is countered by a jack of spades from John Adams. Obi-Wan counters with another 7. John Adams, he's getting weaker. It's a 4 of clubs.
Oh, so we have a tie going into this third and final round, 14-14. Obi-Wan better put it together, otherwise we could see this upset.
It's another 7, the 7 of spades.
Wow, trip 7. That is impressive.
Oh, but John Adams draws the ace of spades. Adams advances. Obi-Wan is out.
Wow. Oh my goodness. You have trip 7, an incredible feat to get trips right there, but it doesn't matter because a jack 4 ace, that gives you 25, and that is a winner over the 21. Incredible. What a finish by Adams. It was just like, tough election. He's fighting it out, and then the last brackets or the last ballots are counted, and it's him for the win. Obi-Wan
John Adams
wants to be retired.
The 13 seed, our first major upset. Obi-Wan said he's going to be one with the Force. Strike me down, and I'll become more powerful than you could ever imagine. He must have been. I have no rationale for that one. John Adams is through, our first major upset of the tournament. What else does the Gainesville region have in store?
You know what? Whatever it is, it's going to, have to follow up. I mean, we've got 2 jokers already, knockouts, first cards that the poor pulled. Then we got an upset of a 13 seed or a 4 seed. It is shaping up to be an incredible brawl nonetheless.
Okay. 5-12 matchup, a seed difference of 7, which means that Cam Newton can get a knockout over 1995 John Madden with an ace, king, or queen.
Yeah, this is one where you have Madden pulling the upset here, but I got Newton.
I don't think either of us picked John Adams over Obi-Wan.
No, we didn't. But I did have Cam Newton beating Obi-Wan, so that's looking good for me,
All right, let's see what happens. Cam Newton opens it up with a 3 of hearts.
Ooh, that's not a good start, Cam. That's not a good start. Come on, don't play around.
6 of diamonds from John Madden. Cam, 6 of hearts. Madden, 3 of spades. Oh, it is a tie matchup, and it's a very wimpy matchup so far. These two are just dancing around each other.
Yeah, this is just pathetic. These two are not putting on a good show. Cam needs to come strong here, and he needs to bring it home here. We can't have this weak sauce, Cam. Let's go.
Cam is wearing pads. Come on now. Oh, king of clubs. The fight is done. Cam Newton is through.
That's my boy getting the knockout right there.
Moving on, we have our 3-14 matchup. We've got Robin Hood with a bow and arrows going up against Shaggy. Ace, king, queen, jack, or 10 knockout potential for Robin Hood. Let's see what happens. We did see a 3 seed lose in our previous brawl.
Yeah, we did. I don't think Lannister's still feeling good about that one.
No, he was my Final Four pick, and he went out in the first round to Mr. Belding. I somehow don't see Shaggy with the same potential against Robin Hood, but it's a brawl. Anything would happen. John Adams is already through to round of 32. Let's see what happens. Let the cards do the talking. Robin Hood opens it up with a king of spades. Goodbye to Shaggy. He's out. It's done.
Shaggy, go get yourself something to eat. That's what you wanted to do anyways. Hop in the mystery machine, and you are gone here. There was no, Scooby-Doo to save your life here. It is over before it even started, and I think we all saw that one coming. That's not a big surprise there.
All right, next matchup, we got Worf against Kramer, 5 seed differential. That means Worf can get a knockout with an ace, king, or a queen. Let's see what happens. Worf opens it up with a jack. Kramer counters with a 3 of spades.
Whoa.
Worf, he's losing steam. 2 of diamonds.
Losing a lot of steam.
Kramer gets a 5 of clubs, though. Kramer doesn't have much. It's 12-8 going into the final card. 10 of clubs. 5 of spades. Kramer's not really bringing it. Worf was only on half speed, but Worf is through to the next round.
Yeah, that was a close matchup there, and there was a chance for Kramer. If he would have drawn a much higher card in his first round or his second round, he would have had a real shot there. But unfortunately, he just came out with such weak stuff the entire time. It wasn't even close. I didn't have Worf going on. I know you did. You were a fan of his. I saw Kramer maybe getting the upset there, but clearly Kramer wanted nothing to do with the fight. He was out there just, lollygagging the entire fight. And didn't put much of a fight whatsoever. So I'm sad to see that happen. But Cosmo, it just wasn't his day.
7-10 matchup, we got William Wallace. He's got a 3-seed differential. He could get a knockout with an ace or a joker, of course. Going up against roided up Carrot Top with a PD.
Alleged.
We didn't test.
Alleged.
All right, well, let's see. Alleged or not, he's got a lot of muscle. But then again, William Wallace did win battles against the English with the Scottish Army. Let's see what happens. William Wallace opens it up with a 9 of diamonds. Strong start. Countered by a 4 of clubs from Carrot Top. 8 of spades next for Wallace. 9 of hearts for Carrot Top. It is 17-13 going into the final card. William Wallace, 3 of clubs, loses steam. Carrot Top counters with the 7 of spades. And if I've done my math correctly, we have a tie so far.
Yep, we do. I have a tie 20-20.
All right, let's see what happens. Going to sudden death overtime. Wallace draws the ace of hearts. It's over.
Very eerily similar to what Joker and Harley Quinn did last time against the janitor. They went into sudden death, and then they pulled out their knockout card.
So it was a closer than anticipated matchup, but William Wallace is through to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit close. 7-10, you expect it to be close, but for that simple fact that he let that go a little bit too long, and he could have easily ended in that third round there. But, the joke's, I guess, on Carrot Top for thinking he had a chance. Even with all that extra muscle mass, you're out of here. Now, he does get a second chance, though. In a rare feat, he gets a second chance at another side of the bracket. But this is him without working out, so I don't think it's going to go even deflated. He's going to be deflated from losing and deflated in his muscle mass.
All right, we'll see what happens at. Well, now we have Neo going up against an angry elf. Ace, king, queen, jack, or 10 will get knockouts from Neo. We have him as a strong competitor. And Neo opens it up with the 8 of clubs. The elf counters with the 4 of hearts. Neo, queen, it's done. Neo knocks out the elf.
Well, it was a little bit longer of a battle than any of us anticipated. That anger was steaming from that elf, but definitely not enough. I mean, I think we're both still a little happy about that. We have Neo going pretty far. You have him as your eventual winner, so you definitely like seeing that for sure.
That was I didn't do too well with my predictions in that first brawl, but my bracket's looking pretty good. Other than Obi-Wan, I had Obi-Wan in the Sweet 16, and John Adams knocked him out, so that we had one upset, 2 dirty jokers in our first 2 punches, but then we haven't seen a joker since. So interesting stuff out of the Swamp region. How about we move to the Mall of America and see what happens there?
Yeah, I mean, just the final thought there is, that region started out very shaky when you had all of a sudden 2 jokers fly out and a big upset. But then it kind of settled down at the end with, Robin Hood, Worf, Wallace, and Neo all doing what they needed to do to get their wins. A little bit closer for Wallace, but, that's a 7-10 matchup, so you expect to see kind of that going on there for sure.
All right. Let's take it up north, going to the Mall of America. We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Splinter, armed to the teeth, going up against Red Riding Hood's grandma. 15 seed is the seed differential. That's higher than 10. So an ace, king, queen, jack, or 10 will get an immediate knockout for the Turtles. They open it up with a queen. It's done. Red Riding Hood's grandma is out.
Before it even got started, it was over. And that's, to be expected. I mean, that's the 1 versus 16. It really shouldn't go past 1 card, to be honest. And if it does, you start to get a little worried. But to be fair, there was only 1 knockout by our winner last time, Superman. He only had 1 knockout as a 1 seed. And so it just goes to show that you don't really have to knock him out to win, but it definitely helps to have those advantages, I'm sure.
Absolutely. In this next matchup, we do not have any knockout advantage. 8-9 matchup. We got Seagal versus Putin. Let's see how this one turns out. Seagal opens it up with a 7 of clubs. Putin counters with an 8 of clubs.
Ooh.
Second round. Seagal has a 3 of spades. Putin, 7 of hearts. So it is 15-10 Putin going into the last card.
Yeah, Seagal's going to need to draw big here. He's dead in the water if he gets anything 5 or below.
All right, let's see what Seagal can manage in his old age. Ace of Hearts, strong card from Seagal. Putin counters with the 6 of Hearts.
We have a tie again. We right?
Do. It is 21-21. We're going to sudden death. Seagal, 5 of Hearts. Putin, 4 of Spades. Seagal, by the skin of his teeth, comes back to wins the fight.
That is, I mean, it's an 8-9 matchup. That's what you want to see, is back and forth. And I mean, even that thing, there was not a knockout in that final one. Seagal only had a 5 left in him. But then Putin went down from an 8 to a 7 to a 6 and went down to a 4. He went down each time, ran out of steam. And so Seagal, to the hero of, everybody here, probably in America and stuff like that, well done, Putin, man. Good fight. But, in this brawl, it was Seagal taking out Putin.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to our next matchup, which is Triple H, the 4 seed, going against Fat Henry VIII.
The game has
the
got
differential
to win
9.
this.
Ace, King, Queen, or Jack will get a knockout. So let's see what happens. Triple H opens it up with a Queen of Clubs, knocks out Fat Henry VIII.
Again, he's the game. He's been there before. He knows how to handle his business. He doesn't sit there and put on, a match with a bunch of people that are not on his level. He will give you pay-per-view quality matches when it is in a worthy opponent. But somebody like this, that's just cannon fodder. They're just fed to him, just to get him warmed up. That's all that was getting him prepared for his next eventual matchup, which could be against either the baseball umps or the Gilbert Brown.
All right, let's see what happens between those baseball umps and Gilbert Brown. So if a seed difference of 7, that means that the umps can get knockouts with an ace, king, or queen only. Let's see what happens. The umps open it up with a 4 of spades. Gilbert Brown opens with a 7 of hearts. The umps, 6 of hearts. Gilbert Brown, 8 of hearts. It is 15-10. Gilbert Brown going into the final card.
Man, let's go. I'm rooting for this upset. I had the umps going a little bit far, but I'm going for the upset here. Let's go, Brown.
King of clubs for the umps. Strike out. Gilbert Brown has been ejected from this brawl.
Just as soon as I start rooting for the guy, he lets me down. What is this? Why did I even say that? I had all the faith in the umps the entire time. I was just fooling you guys.
As a Packers fan, I'm sure that is a familiar feeling for you.
So cold. So cold.
All right, now we got Fast and the Furious Dom Toretto versus young Anakin Skywalker.
You're really
Somebody's made 9 movies.
Matchup.
9 movies in the franchise versus a 9-year-old boy.
I like what you did there. You are very excited about this matchup. I can tell.
All right, let's see what happens. Dom opens it up with a Queen of Hearts. It's done. Anakin is out.
Yeah, there you go. Not much of a fight. We didn't even get Anakin a chance to throw anything here. And that's what happens when you're such a low seed. You don't even get the chance for somebody to even fight. If they just throw out the knockout right away, it's over.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. And sometimes it would be. If he took a punch from Dom there, he's out. That was not pleasant to watch, or maybe it was if you're not a fan of Episode 1, Anakin Skywalker. All right, 6-11 matchup. We have a seed differential of 5, which means that an ace, king, or a queen will put the How I Met Your Mother boys through against 11 seed Hope Solo.
Yeah, and this is for the right to go up against Dom, who just knocked out Anakin. So not sure that either one of these are looking forward to the next round matchup anyways.
All right, let's see what happens here. Mosby, Marshall, and Barney open it up with an 8 of hearts. Hope Solo counters with an ace of hearts. Early
Good for
lead
you.
to Hope Solo. Jack of diamonds for Mosby and his friends. Hope counters with the 6 of spades. It is 18-17. Mosby and the gang going up against Hope Solo. 6 of clubs for the How I Met Your Mother crew. And Hope counters with the Queen of Hearts. Hope Solo is through. And Mosby and his boys are out again.
wow, Mosby, you know, I can tell that the 8 and the jack, that was all Marshall. And then Mosby gets a chance to step in there, you know, and throws a 6. And he just basically loses it for his team again. The guy is a loser, you know. And, I mean, this might be cold, but no wonder why his wife went and died, because she didn't want to be with him anymore.
Oh, no! That is the coldest. I mean, Ted Mosby just got knocked out again.
Well, listen, you know, maybe he'll meet somebody in the Mall of America and, you know, he'll be able to find a new love there. But
Didn't even give our audience a chance for a spoiler alert in case they've never even heard of How I Met Your Mother. Maybe I want to hit it up on Amazon.
yeah, well, I mean, they can still watch and enjoy. I mean, that's not the best part of the series anyways. So.
Oh, man. All right. Jet Li and Brady and the ball boy. Jet Li can get a knockout with an ace and an ace only. Let's see what happens here. 7-10 matchup. Jet Li opens it up with an 8 of spades. Brady, king of clubs. Jet Li, king of spades. Brady, ace of hearts. It's a toe-to-toe matchup. It is 18-21 going into the final round. Jet Li, 7 of clubs. Brady, 2 of diamonds.
Oh,
no. If I've done my math right, that means Brady is out and Jet Li is through, correct?
Yeah, I've got, you know, 25 to 23. And Brady,
yep.
He just needed to match him right there, and he had it. And he didn't come up short, which is very unusual because Brady is always big in the biggest games. He comes through. He's got those championships. And maybe he realized that the Brawl is a little bit harder than this little fairy football game that he plays.
Maybe he's
where you have to be a beast and not just a ball boy.
Maybe Brady thought it was 3rd down when in reality it was 4th down, and thus drops the deuce in his final card. And Jet Li is through to the next round. But I'm not sure you want to be through to the next round because instead of fighting Brady and a ball boy, he very likely will be fighting a T-Rex. Let's get through that final matchup of the Mall of America region. We've got T-Rex going up against Peter Parker. Let's see what happens. The T-Rex opens it up with the ace of clubs. Peter Parker has experienced what that poor lawyer did on a toilet seat in Jurassic Park. He is out. The T-Rex is through.
Yeah, and that's pretty much probably how it went. You know, Peter Parker, you know, still doing his little math homework from 7th period, and he was just annihilated before the fight. He didn't even know what was going on. You know, it's just not going to be his day today. We saw a massacre last time with the tiger going through, and this time it can be even worse with this T-Rex. He's on the loose.
Who let this T-Rex into the mall?
You know what? We at the Brawl, we let them in. If they want to compete, we let them compete.
You say so, Roro. Oh, man. Ugly matchup. Anyways, that is out of that region. Let's go to Pride Rock. Let's see what's happening over here. We got T1000 going up against Pinocchio. 1 versus 16.
Yeah, this one should be quick and easy, like most of the 1/16 seeds have been.
All right, T1000 opens it up with a 3 of diamonds, and Pinocchio counters with the 7 of clubs. We're going up against this. We're getting to the second card, and Pinocchio has the early lead.
Could this be the biggest upset we've seen, with a 16 seed possibly going in and beating the 1 seed?
3 of clubs from T1000, and Pinocchio gets the jack of spades. It is 17-6 Pinocchio going into the final card.
I mean, I've got the T1000 losing anyways to James Bond and not going on, and so do you. So, I mean, we're not really hurt by this if this happens, and this would be such an incredible feat for Pinocchio to take out the T1000.
Could this be the biggest upset we've seen? T1000, 10 of clubs, barely. It's still a knockout. Pinocchio, what a strong competitor, but he is out.
That is no lie right there.
Woof. T1000 can breathe a sigh of robotic relief. He makes it through to the next round.
And here's the thing is, unfortunately, none of this really carries on through the next round. So even though he was so weak early on, and this would have maybe given him a defeat in other rounds, it starts all over brand new. So the fact that he threw a 3-3, it's out the window. It's done. He won. He's moving on. And so it's not going to play a difference in the future, I don't think.
Yeah, it's he could finally have activated his instincts there. He might have still been warming up while Pinocchio was just going to town on him, but no longer. Pinocchio is out, and the T1000 might have gotten the wake-up call he needs to advance further. 8-9 matchup. 40-year-old Foreman going to go with Carl Winslow of a nightstick. No advantages here. Let's see what happens.
But we like to see a straight-up fight.
40-year-old Foreman opens it up with an ace of hearts. Strong start to the brawl, and he's countered by the queen of hearts.
Ooh.
We got ourselves a fight.
We definitely do. They are not throwing this week's stuff like we saw earlier from other people. These competitors are
got
ready
a
to go.
haymaker from Foreman and a nightstick strike from Carl Winslow. Foreman's next card is a 5 of diamonds.
Ooh,
Winslow,
that nightstick.
9 of spades. Winslow takes the lead.
And clearly that nightstick shot really hurt Foreman there. You can tell that his power punch went down from unbelievable ace, top of the game, down to a mid-range 5. And so, whereas Winslow kind of got woken up by that, nightstick blow, or excuse me, that little haymaker blow from Foreman, and he woke up and still threw a 9. So it didn't really knock him down much at all.
All right, we got 16-19 Winslow. 9 of clubs from Foreman. Winslow has a king of diamonds. Winslow is through to the next round.
Let's go, Carl, baby. That's my boy. That's what I said, is that he could make a run with that nightstick, and he would have had a really good shot if Pinocchio would have upset the T1000 there, because Winslow then could have easily passed through Pinocchio. But, man, I tell you what, Winslow with that 29, that is a near-perfect brawl. We saw that similarly from John McClain in the other one where he had a perfect brawl of the 30 going on there. I guess no perfect. 33 would be 3 aces, which would be the best you could probably do without getting the Joker.
Okay, so moving on, we got Winslow through. Now it's Tarzan against Tanya Harding, 4 versus 13. It shouldn't be a close matchup. That's a seed differential of 9. Ace, king, queen, or jack will get a knockout for Tarzan. Here we go. Tarzan opens it up with a 7 of clubs. Tanya counters with the 7 of diamonds.
Even fight going into it so far, yeah.
Jack of hearts. And that is the end of Tanya Harding.
In a rather lackluster fight. I mean, there was not much leading up to this. Nobody really cared about either one of these competitors. Tarzan, a strong 4 seed, but he's not really anybody's favorite, anybody that they're really rooting for and really want to see, do well. Tanya Harding, definitely not a fan favorite. This was just one of those matchups in the brawl that you just, wanted to see something happen, and so you got a knockout, but
right.
nothing all that special.
Seed differential 7 the next matchup, so the 5 TSA agents can get a knockout over a tag team with an ace, king, or a queen. Let's see what happens. The TSA opens it up with a king of diamonds, knocking out the tag team. They got a pretty strong pat down there. They are out. Shoved off Pride Rock.
Yeah, and you are definitely excited about that. That's one of your top teams to go, far in the bracket, and so seeing them do a knockout right away, you got to be feeling pretty good about your TSA guys.
Indeed, I am. Moving on, we got a 3 seed James Bond with his PP7 going against Old Man Doyle Brunson, who likes all these cards falling. Let's see how it happens. Bond opens it up with a 4 of spades. Doyle, 3 of hearts. It's a pretty weak start to the fight. 3 of clubs, my apologies. Bond, 2 of hearts. Doyle, 4 of clubs. What is happening here? It is 6-7 going into the final round.
I got to stop you right there, Willie. This is my pick to win it all.
He opens it up with a 4 and a 2.
I've got a 4 and a 2 from him. Thankfully, and the only saving grace is that Brunson has not capitalized on this, because if Brunson would have drawn Queen 10, Queen Jack, Jack, whatever it is, 2 face cards, it would have been pretty much over except for a knockout. Thankfully, at this point, I can still get a 9 and hope that Brunson draws low again. But with the
or any of the knockout cards, ace, king, queen, 10, jack, any of those will get Brosnan through.
We'll get Bond through, yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing is, but I mean, he is losing 6-7. This is my guy to win it all. I cannot get him knocked out in the first round like this.
Let's see what happens. James
I need
Bond.
those cards.
James Bond closes that with a 7 of clubs. Doyle Brunson, 5 of spades.
Oh my goodness. Bond sneaks through 13 to 12.
Didn't even use the CP7, obviously. He couldn't get it out of the holster.
I mean, is he thinking about other things going on? What was going through Bond's mind? Is he mad that he was not actually chosen to be in the GoldenEye bunker? Is that what's going on here? And he's a little preoccupied with his seating and that he was put into Pride Rock instead of the GoldenEye bunker? Why the selection committee would have gone and done that to him? I don't know. I am thanking God that he was able to get through there because I mean, that was.
Yeah, I have in my Final Four too. I was not happy with Bond's weak performance.
Well, yeah, but I have him winning the whole thing, and for him to have gone out in the first round of 64, not even have made it to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, because at least there, all right, the matchup would be tough. This was not supposed to be a tough matchup. This is by far the surprise to me is that he was able to pull that out, which is great, but it was way closer than it needed to be. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody.
All right, we got Ross, Joey, and Chandler with an ace, king, queen knockout potential against Richard Simmons in his prime. Ross and his friends open up with a 3 of hearts. Simmons, king of clubs. Ross, 4 of spades. Richard Simmons, 2 of diamonds. It is 12-7. Simmons going into the final card.
Yeah,
Final card coming is a jack of diamonds for Ross, Joey, and Chandler, and Richard Simmons draws the 9 of diamonds. Simmons is through.
Listen, this is just to show you again, Chandler, you're the Ted Mosby of the Friends group. You're a bad seed. Bad seed. Monica Geller, you should have never got with him. You should have been with somebody else because he doesn't know what he's doing. Neither does your brother. And apparently Joey is not definitely enough even to handle Richard Simmons. They're knocked out. They need to go find another one. These sitcom guys are weak, is what we've shown. It doesn't matter if there's 1 or 3. They cannot handle it. They're not getting out of the first round. They're gone.
My goodness, I need a pen. My bracket just got some ink on it. Simmons is through. Let's see what happens with the next fight. We got Jean-Claude Van Damme with a ace-only knockout potential against 10-seed Aaron Rodgers. I actually got Rodgers in this one. Let's see what happens. It'll help if I get the other cards off. I'm still shocked by that. So shocked I couldn't even take the cards off the table.
It happens.
I cannot believe that those 3 guys lost to a dude who was in good shape. And you don't see Richard Simmons as really you don't picture him as like a brawler who could take on 3 guys and defeat them.
That just, again, shows you how weak those 3 guys really are. That they don't have it. They can't even muster up the strength against him. How would they have ever fought against, the T1000 or the 5 TSA guys or the Power Rangers or anybody else in this bracket? It just wouldn't have happened.
All right, moving on. Let's see what happens. Van Damme opens it up with a 2 of hearts. Aaron Rodgers counters at the queen of spades. Van Damme, 3 of diamonds. 2 of spades from Rodgers. It's 12-5 going into the final.
Does Van Damme know that this is a fight? I mean, is he just thinking that this is a tea party? I don't know what's going on because a 2 and a 3, I mean, that is some of the worst card throwing that we've seen in this tournament.
Oh, well, he keeps it going with his open-ended straight possibility. 2, 3, 4 from Van Damme. Rodgers, king of spades. Rodgers is through. Van Damme is out.
Yeah, and Rodgers didn't even need to draw a card there. Van Damme had a total of 9. Rodgers was already at 12. I mean, that is just utterly ridiculous that he gets smacked that bad. I guess Aaron Rodgers has a little more pop in it. As a Packers fan, I'm kind of glad about that. But to be honest, I'm really not. I wanted Van Damme to take out Rodgers there. It just, didn't happen at all. Van Damme, no wonder why we haven't seen a move from him in a while, I guess. He just doesn't have anything left.
Rodgers is through.
To the round of 32.
Our final matchup in Pride Rock, we got the Power Rangers going up against Urkel. Ace, king, queen, jack, or 10 will get a knockout for the Power Rangers. And they open it up with a 10 of hearts. Goodbye, Urkel.
Yeah, there was no Carl Winslow getting over to coach him. I don't know if, Carl was even there watching the tournament or if he just knew that it wasn't going to, go well for Urkel in that fight. Maybe he just sat that one out, and decided, you know what, it's best not to see this. The Power Rangers, to be honest, they went easy on him. They knocked him out with the 10. They didn't do something dirty with the Joker, or they didn't lamb blast him with, a Queen King ace style.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Joker since those first 2 cards.
No,
like
we
I said,
haven't.
it's all in the cards, all in the statistics. First fight of the GoldenEye bunker, we got Captain America with a shield versus C-3PO. Captain America opens the fight with the Joker. Oh no!
As soon as you speak
I
of the
just
devil,
called it.
he will appear, and there is the Joker right there.
Right off the bat, C-3PO has been shut down. Captain America is ready to fight.
It's really interesting when you see, a guy that's supposed to be a hero, a face, Captain America, and he's pulling the dirty Joker card there. And I mean, that just goes, really to show you that, again, these brawls, anything can happen. These competitors want to win. Captain America goes, Superman won. I can't play any games. I need to show that I'm the ultimate hero, not Superman.
All right, we got Jackie Chan, the 8 seed, versus the 3 bros from Buffalo Wild Wings. Jackie Chan gets us started with the 3 of diamonds. The Buffalo Wild Wings crew, 4 of hearts. Jackie Chan's next card, 4 of clubs. Buffalo Wild Wings crew, 3 of spades. It's 7-7, and it's weak. What is going on here?
Listen, you got an old guy who has some moves, but he's just past his prime in Jackie Chan, and you got 3 guys, but they're, just average dudes from Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe got some wing sauce. They're slipping around, they can't get their, right footing. Maybe they had too many beers in them, they're just not hitting anything. It's going to come down to whichever person.
All right, final card come for Jackie Chan's the 7 of diamonds, a little bit more respectable. The Buffalo Wild Wings crew draws the Queen of Hearts. It's done. They're through. Jackie Chan is out.
That is a lucky last little punch by the last bro there. He got something in. He wasn't ready. He might have taken one of those beer mugs and smashed it in Jackie's face.
Are the beer mugs in the GoldenEye bunker, or do they bring the beer mugs with them into Severnaya?
Either one could be a possibility. Sure.
All right, moving on. We got Uma Thurman from Kill Bill versus Carrot Top before.
It didn't go well for him, even when he was, after working out. It's not going to go well for him now when he hasn't worked out.
All right, seed differential is 9, which means that Kill Bill, Uma Thurman can get a knockout with a ace, king, queen, or a jack. Let's see what happens. Uma Thurman opens up the fight with an 8 of hearts. And Carrot Top counters with the 10 of spades. Uma's now got a 3 of diamonds. Carrot Top, 2 of spades. It's 11-12 Carrot Top going into the final card. 7 of clubs from Uma Thurman. Carrot Top can win this with a high card. It's a 6 of clubs.
We have a tie.
We got another tie. We're heading to sudden death.
We are getting way too many of these. That is absolutely incredible. The first time we only had 1 tie in all of it. We've already got 3 of them in just the first round of 64.
Uma Thurman's first card of sudden death is a 4 of diamonds. Carrot Top, 9 of clubs. Uma Thurman's out. Carrot Top has defeated her. 13 seed is through to the next round.
I mean, there is the upset that we expect is that you'd get at least 1 upset in one of these things. But the fact that it was Carrot Top before and not Carrot Top after is absolutely incredible. Just goes to show you, you don't need to go to the gym and work out. You can just go ahead and, drive your car, and turn your muscles that way.
Wow. Wow. Carrot Top is through. Uma Thurman's out.
And we both had said Uma could have gone, really far in this, tournament. We, both saw her, kind of advancing to at least the Sweet 16, I think. So.
I mean, she must have been the version of her in the hospital bed, still recovering. But even that character was able to beat up somebody as weak as Carrot Top. All right, we got a 5-12 matchup coming up now. Mulan versus social media screamer Ninja. We got a 7-seed difference, which means that Mulan can get a knockout with an ace, king, or a queen. Let's see what happens. Mulan opens up the fight with a 5 of diamonds. Ninja opens it up with a 6 of clubs. Mulan's next card is a 9 of spades. Ninja counters with the 4 of hearts. It is 14-10. Mulan going to the last card. Mulan, jack of clubs. 6 of diamonds from Ninja. Mulan is through, but it was not pretty.
No, much more of a fight from Ninja than I expected. But I mean, it really wasn't that he fought so well. It was just that Mulan kind of fought pretty weak. I mean, she did get stronger, 5, 9, jack. So we did see her in previous time, but she left it for, a possibility of getting beat there, like Uma Thurman did. And so I'm not so sure what she's thinking, but she needs to kind of shape that up, because if not, she could get surprised by Carrot Top, in the next round of, 32.
All right. That brings us to Captain Planet versus Screech. Captain Planet opens it up with the King of Hearts. Captain Planet's not playing. Screech is out.
Well, I've got Planet in my Final Four, so I like to see that. He was clearly not going to be, in the same position as what Belding did, which was able to get a win, and so he just wanted to end the Saved by the Bell right then and there.
All right, now we got Sonny Corleone versus the Golden Retriever. Sonny Corleone can get a knockout of an ace, king, or queen. Sonny Corleone opens it up with the 10 of clubs. The Golden Retriever, queen of hearts. Corleone, 5 of clubs. The Golden Retriever, jack of clubs. That dog is fighting Sonny hard. It's 15-20.
Mailman? Because if he's dressed up as a mailman, maybe I see this happening, but I don't know what's going on here. This is not looking good for him.
Sonny Joker. Oh, Sonny Corleone, realizing he was losing the fight, fought dirty. The Golden Retriever's out.
And that's the difference maker the Joker can make. You can easily turn it right around from losing into winning and moving on.
Brings us to our final fight in the first round, or second to last fight in the first round. We got Julius Caesar versus Baby Dumbo. Julius Caesar can get a knockout with an ace. Let's see what happens in the 7-10 matchup. Julius Caesar opens it up with a king of hearts. Dumbo counters with a king of diamonds.
Ooh.
Julius Caesar, 4 of spades. Dumbo, 10 of diamonds. It's 20-14. Dumbo going into the final card.
Did not see this one coming.
That baby elephant is ready to brawl. Caesar, queen of hearts. Dumbo losing steam at 3 of clubs. 24-23. Caesar, barely.
I mean, Dumbo, draw a 5 and you got to win, buddy. Oh, man. 24-23. Another close matchup. We like to see good fights, but, man, these guys have a chance to get the upset, to make some money, to get into the next round, and they lose it. The pressure gets to them. They can't handle the big game, and they're done. We're on to our last and final matchup here in the round of 64. Tell us about this number 2 and 15 matchup.
We got General Patton with a Thompson. That is a pretty fierce gun going up against Captain Crunch. Let's see what happens there. I don't see this ending very well for Captain Crunch. Ace, king, queen, jack, or a 10 will get a knockout for Patton. First card coming. Patton draws a jack. Captain Crunch has been annihilated.
Yep, it didn't take much for that to happen. One card, it's over. And that is how the first round will end. Any thoughts on that first round there?
Well, we did see some upsets. We saw 11 seeds advancing and 13 seeds advancing. Those seem to be the lucky ones in this fight. We got some Cinderella stories appearing potentially with John Adams and Richard Simmons.
Yeah, and Carrot Top too, And
Hope Solo got through as an 11 seed, defeating Mosby, Marshall, and Barney. Lots of things can happen. What do you say we go back to the swamp and see what happens in the next round?
That's right. Let's move on to the round of 32, and we'll go ahead and see what Palpatine, the 1 seed, can do against Chuck Norris, the 8 seed. And I'll be honest,
all right,
this is the one where I have Norris taking out our 1 seed. And so I'm looking forward to our first one seed
All
losing.
right. Seed difference here is 7. Palpatine can get a knockout with an ace, queen, or king. And of course, the Joker, which we saw Palpatine utilize against poor Sebastian. Palpatine's first card, 8 of hearts. Norris counters with the king of hearts.
Come on, Norris.
Palpatine's second card, 8 of spades. Norris, 5 of hearts. It's 16-15 Palpatine going into the final card.
Come on.
Remember, ace, king, or queen will get a knockout for Palpatine. Palpatine ends with a deuce. Norris gets the queen. Norris is through. Palpatine is done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That roundhouse kick came in, and he was lights out. Palpatine, you mess around, you try to be like Darth Vader, who almost got beat by Betty White last time, and you mess around like that, you're too cocky, and then that's what happens. You get beat. Let's go, Norris. Way to go.
Wow. Old man Chuck Norris has eliminated number 1 seed Emperor Palpatine. The Force has left Palpatine. He is down the elevator chute, or whatever that thing was in the Death Star in Return of the Jedi. Woof. Crazy things happening in Gainesville. We got a 9 seed to this, or 8 seed to the Sweet 16.
Listen, man, that's when they say that the Earth only keeps moving because Chuck Norris is running. Otherwise, it would stop moving. You know, I mean, there's a reason why all those quotes exist about how great Chuck Norris is.
Next fight, we got Cam Newton in pads going up against second president of the United States, John Adams. Cam can get a knockout with an 11 seed difference. Sorry, he's got a 8 seed difference, so Cam can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, or jack will result in a knockout for Cam Newton. Let's see what happens. Can John Adams keep the run going? Cam Newton opens up with a 3 of diamonds. Adams, ace of hearts. Newton, 7 of hearts. Adams, 2 of spades, losing steam. It's 13-10 Adams.
And this is Newton in the first round against Madden. I don't know if you recall, but he drew a 3 and a 6, and now he's drawing a 3 and a 7. He is a slow starter. Then he came with the king, and he knocked him out. So he's going to have to do the same here if he wants to take out Adams.
Jack of spades.
And there
Adams is done. That is a shame. Adams fought so well, but Newton gets the knockout.
And Newton's got a pattern here. Newton's got his pattern going on. You know, he's going 3, 6, or 7, and then he gets a knockout at the end there. So, I mean, that's an interesting pattern. We'll have to see how that plays into the next round when he's going up against Chuck Norris, because that's only a 3 seed differential. And by my calculations, is there a knockout there?
We'll see. Robin Hood, 3 seed going against Worf. Robin Hood can get a knockout with an ace and an ace only with this 3 seed differential. Let's see what happens. It should be a good fight. Robin Hood opens it up with a 10 of clubs. Worf counters with the 10 of spades. Robin Hood, jack of hearts. Worf, 3 of diamonds. Worf is losing steam. It's 20-13 going into the final round. Robin Hood, 9 of diamonds. Worf needs a joker and a joker alone. It's the king of spades, but it's not enough. Worf is out. Robin Hood is through.
And you know what? That is a great comeback by Worf there, throwing the king. But I don't know what happened on line card 2. He just, in round 2, throwing that 3 to the jack, that just put him so far down that, like you said, the only thing that was going to save him was the joker, and he just didn't have that,
Okay, next matchup is Neo versus William Wallace. 5 seed differential, 2 versus a 7. Neo can get a knockout with an ace, king, or a queen. Let's see what happens. Neo opens it up with a jack of hearts. Wallace counters with a 2 of diamonds. Neo, 10 of hearts. Wallace, 7 of clubs. It's not looking good. It is 20-9 going up in the final round. Wallace is going to need to find a joker in the deck somewhere. 9 of spades from Neo. 3 of diamonds from Wallace. Neo is through. Wallace is out.
And what was the final tally of that score there? 29 to
12.
12. Yeah.
Wallace has just met his end. Hopefully, Neo was more merciful to him than the English were at the end of Braveheart.
Well, and your winner, Neo, is on to the next round. And so you're excited
He's
to see
into the
him.
Sweet 16.
What's that?
He's into the Sweet 16. We got Chuck Norris and Newton in the first battle in that region, and Robin Hood versus Neo in the regional semifinal Sweet 16 matchup.
And that's the thing where anything can happen with that 2-3 matchup because there's no knockout other than the Joker there. So Neo's now, gotten through, and so is Robin Hood. But now they need to say, all right, we can't rely on those knockouts. We got to rely on just getting through. And both of them actually proved that with the last round, scoring 29. Neither one of them got a knockout there. So they've shown that they can do it again. We'll see if they can do it again. Better competition, though.
Okay, next rap matchup, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Steven Seagal. Ace, King, Queen will get a knockout for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the Mall of America round of 32 matchup. The Turtles open it up with a 2 of hearts. Steven Seagal, 6 of diamonds. Turtles, 9 of hearts. Seagal, 10 of hearts. It is 16-11 Seagal going up into the final round.
And that's not good because I do have the Turtles going all the way into the Final Four and the semifinals.
It's not looking good. They draw a 4 of clubs. Seagal draws a 10 of clubs. Seagal is through, and the second 1 seed has bit the dust here.
Yeah, and that goes one of my Final Four. And like I said, even my, semifinal loser of the finals there, I mean, I am just completely shocked by the fact that the Turtles did not show up in that fight at all. I mean, you showed up one round with a 9, and that was it.
I had Putin beating the Turtles. So, Seagal, hey, that's we got another strong old competitor moving on. Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal showing they still got it. They're Sweet 16 competitors in Brawl number 2. Absolutely. All right, we got Triple H going up against the 5 umps. There is no knockout potential other than a Joker. Triple H opens it up with the Queen of Clubs. The 5 umpires, Ace of Hearts. Triple H, 5 of Hearts. The umpires, 4 of Spades. It's tied going into the final round.
That is weak second rounds after strong first rounds for, both of those guys. I just, I know you're hoping Triple H goes out. I've got the umps. We'll see which one kind of finalizes this in the last card.
Triple H gets a 7 of clubs. The umps, the 9 of clubs. The umps are through.
There we go. Some redemption for me getting the umps through because, I had them beating this round here, and so I needed that win.
Okay, we have an intriguing matchup now. We got Dom Toretto against Hope Solo. Dom, with an 8 seed differential, can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, or a jack. Can we see Cinderella wearing soccer cleats?
I was going to say, did you have Hope winning this one?
I do.
Okay.
I got Hope into the Sweet 16.
Yeah, you do. So this is important for you. This could be a big turnaround for your bracket right now.
All right, Hope Solo versus Dom Toretto. Dom Toretto opens it up with a 5 of clubs. Hope Solo counters with the 3 of spades. Had an opening, didn't take it.
Yeah, that's rough. Hope you needed that one.
Dom Toretto, 3 of diamonds. Hope, 5 of hearts. It's tied going into the final card, but it's not looking good for either of them. They're not bringing their A game.
It looks like they're out on a date, and just kind of playful, banter back and forth. Not that they're actually fighting.
Let's see what happens with the final card. 7 of diamonds from Dom Toretto. Hope, 4 of spades. Weak showing. She had the chance and didn't take it. Dom Toretto, in one of the ugliest matchups we've seen, is through in the next round.
I mean, she had the 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace. She had 7 different cards times 4. 28 different possibilities that would have been able to have knocked out Dom, and she didn't draw.
Plus the Jokers.
Well,
Plus the Jokers.
Plus the Jokers, you're right. So, 30 different cards would have helped her there in the deck of 52. That means there were, and at that point, 5 had already been drawn, so there was only 17 that would have hurt her, and she drew one of those. That's not good odds there.
All right, we got Jet Li versus the T-Rex. Let's see what happens here. 5 seed differential. T-Rex can get a knockout with an ace, king, or a queen. Or, of course, the Joker, which he could very well use. She could very well use. T-Rex opens it up with the 3 of diamonds. Must be asleep. Jet Li, 10 of hearts. 5 of spades from the T-Rex. 10 of clubs from Jet Li. The T-Rex needs a knockout, or we could see a shocker here. Final card coming. 3 of clubs. Jet Li, 8 of spades. Jet Li has defeated the T-Rex. It must have been tranquilized.
I mean, that's not what we were used to seeing there at all. I didn't think that was going to happen. I don't think you thought that was going to happen. You had the T-Rex going a long way. That was a poor showing by him, or her, excuse me.
The dinosaur is out. Must have been asleep. Jet Li miraculously has defeated that T-Rex. Must have swept the legs, gotten in under those tiny arms. I don't know what happened, but that T-Rex is out.
Well, and this is just showing it's almost the brawl of the older guys. You know, I mean, we got, like you said, Seagal already advancing, and then now Jet Li advancing, Chuck Norris. I mean, these older guys are putting up a fight, and they're not going away as easy. They got, at least something left in the tank.
So we've got chaos in the Mall of America bracket. The Sweet 16 there. Seagal and the Umps in one matchup. Dom Toretto versus Jet Li in the other. Dom is the highest seed left as a 3. It's craziness going down. No idea how it's going to end up.
No.
Let's go over.
It's a bracket buster spot for sure,
Let's go over to Pride Rock. We got the T1000 against Carl Winslow.
That's right.
The T1000 can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, or jack.
Will Winslow challenge some of that old guy, juju that they've got going on and pull this one out?
T1000 starts it off with the 3 of diamonds. Lots of 3s appearing here. Winslow counters with the 9 of hearts.
Just to let you know, the T1000 last time did a 3 and a 3 in the first 2 cards. Now he throws another 3 in the first card. I mean, that is a lot of low stuff going on from the T1000.
T1000, 2 of diamonds.
It gets worse.
Winslow, 7 of diamonds. It's 16-5. Winslow.
Listen, he needs a knockout card. If he doesn't get a knockout card, it's over.
It's over. It's the Queen of Hearts. Goodbye, Winslow. The dream is over.
Oh, man, that would have been, even more sweet. As much as it would have busted all the brackets, to have another 1 seed go down so early.
My bracket's already busted.
Yeah,
that Mall of America bracket has torn me up.
Well,
how could the T-Rex lose like that?
That's what happens in the brawl, man. You can never count out anybody. At any moment, that Joker can come out and can win, or somebody can just be asleep and not realize that they're in a fight. I don't know how they sleep past their alarm, but they do, and it just showed there with the T-Rex. T1000 seems to wake up in the 3rd round and gets its knockout for the 2nd straight round.
T1000 is through to the Sweet 16. Tarzan against the 5 TSA agents. No knockout potential other than a Joker. Let's see what happens. Craziness has ensued so far. This is a matchup that everybody should be looking forward to. Can Tarzan take out 5 people? Or will a TSA execute another pat-down with effectiveness? Tarzan opens it up with the Queen of Spades, excuse me. And the TSA counters the 7 of clubs. Close fight thus far. Tarzan, 6 of diamonds. The TSA, ace of clubs. It is 18-16 TSA going into the final round.
Yeah, they take a lead over Tarzan there. Tarzan coming out with that 6, not a good start after that queen to begin with.
Tarzan, 5 of clubs. The TSA, 10 of hearts. TSA is through. No breach of security here. TSA to the Sweet 16.
Listen, you were talking up the TSA from the beginning. I didn't see it happening at all. But you know what? I'm getting proven wrong, and you're getting proven right for there because they moved on to the Sweet 16. And so kudos to them, and we'll see if they can continue taking that on against the T1000, who, has had some slow starts and might give them an opening.
Next matchup, we got James Bond with the PP7 who barely beat Doyle Brunson in one of the weaker fights of the first round, going up against 11 seed Richard Simmons in his prime. Ace, king, queen, or jack will get a knockout for Bond. Let's see what happens.
And Bond needs to set this up. I can't afford another close call like that. I'm getting, too old as it is. I can't take that on the.
Oh, I hear that, buddy. I hear that big time. All right, we've got Bond of the PP7. Bond opens it up with the 6 of hearts. Simmons, 3 of clubs. Had an opening, didn't take it. Weak start for Simmons. Bond, 3 of spades. Simmons, ace of clubs. It is 14-9 Simmons going into the final round.
I want to rewrite my whole bracket because Bond has been a little bitch boy so far here, pardon the language. But if he loses to Simmons here and it busts my bracket wide open, I will never pick Bond again.
All right. Bond's final card is the 3 of hearts. Simmons gets the 8 of diamonds.
You're dead.
Bond is out. Simmons.
James.
Simmons is through. My final 4 pick is done. We got chaos.
My
The 11
champion
seed
is gone. My champion is gone. That's 2 brackets in a row that I can't pick somebody to win it. I mean,
wow.
He drew no good cards the entire time. Even in the first round, his best card was a 7. That's his highest card in 6 cards, a 7.
We got an 11 seed in the Sweet 16.
Asleep there, he would have been out in the first round. And now Richard comes back and just completely obliterates him.
He's doing step aerobics, jazzercising, whatever it was he did, but he is dancing his way into the Sweet 16.
Listen, he owns it. He's not afraid of who he is. I mean, he goes right with it, and so more power to him there. But by golly, I mean, I don't know if you're more impressed with Mr. Simmons there or if you're more like me, ashamed with James's Bond. I mean,
got to be ashamed of Bond. That was rather
performance from anybody in all the brackets, I think. I mean, he's not looked good at all. It's not even like he threw anything that was worthwhile in any of his stuff. Just an utter disappointment.
Final matchup of that region. We got Aaron Rodgers, the 10 seed, going up against the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers could get a knockout of an ace, king, queen, or jack. Let's see what happens. The Power Rangers open it up with the queen. They're not messing around. Aaron Rodgers is out. The Power Rangers are through to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, and that's what we like to see, a quick little knockout, which is what you should have seen, from.
Yeah, there's so many cards in the deck. That's why the advantage is so in favor of these really strong seeds. That's why we saw 3 1 seeds in our first brawl make it all the way to the final 4. Most of the 2 seeds as well. This is chaotic in the fact that despite thorough shuffling and all the advantages that they have, it's not happening. They're getting low cards. They're getting low draws.
And you're a man of integrity. Otherwise, I'd be questioning some of these cards that were coming out here for, Bond, and that maybe you were just, trying to, bait me into having hopes and just to tear me down with Richard Simmons. But you're a man of integrity, so I know that these cards are coming out.
I'm doing it on camera here. It's like, how could this be happening? And that's just it. After that first brawl, which I predicted chaos, and it was just chalk the entire way through, I thought, oh, you know what? There's the stats had to be in such in favor of the higher seeds. Here we are. It's chaos. Just like March Madness, we got Brawl Madness coming to you every week.
Yeah, and it's completely different. We are not seeing a lot of knockouts, and I think that's the actual thing. I mean, we went, through most of these, and we didn't see, but 1 knockout in the round of 32 from the Cam Newton. In the Mall of America, we didn't see any knockouts. And now just in, Pride Rock, we only saw 2 with the T1000 finally get one in the card 3, and the Power Rangers getting one in the card 1. So I'm telling you what, I mean, we've not seen the number of knockouts that you would have expected in the round of 32, to be honest.
Let's go down to the Samurai Bunker. Let's go down to Goldeneye Bunker. We got Captain America with a shield going up against the 9 seed, the 3 bros from Buffalo Wild Wings. Cap can get a knockout with an ace, king, queen, or jack. Let's see what happens. Captain America starts it off with a jack of diamonds. 2 straight one-card knockouts for Captain America. What do you say to that, Roro?
Hey, listen, I mean, that's Captain America showing that he is ready to win this, that he is not, messing around. He knows what Superman did, and he's wanting to show that he is the ultimate competitor here. So, no reason to doubt him at this point with 2 knockouts. I like that it was a little bit more cleaner this time. He had a little bit more respect for the 3 bros from Buffalo Wild Wings than he did from C3PO because he didn't have to Joker him this time.
But still, 1 hit from the shield knocks all 3 of them out. They're done. They're going back. They're washing their pain away. Captain America's through. Now we have Skinny Carrot Top, Wimpy 13 seed, who somehow knocked out Uma Thurman, going up against Mulan, who didn't look great in her first round matchup, but she can knock out Carrot Top with an ace, king, queen, or jack. Let's see what happens. Mulan opens it up with a 7 of diamonds. Carrot Top counters with the 8 of diamonds. Mulan, 5 of spades. Carrot Top. Oh, he had an opening 2 of clubs. It's 12-10 Mulan going to the final round. Roro, what do you got to say about this?
Listen, man, Carrot Top had his chance for a second upset and to really put his stamp on this as the weaker version of himself, still being the stronger competitor. And right now, he still has an opening. It's only a 2-card differential. If Mulan throws low, then he has a chance to win. But he really missed a golden opportunity there when he could have gotten a face card and been up by like 6 right now instead of down by his 2. So
here we go. Mulan's final card is a 9 of spades. Carrot Top has a jack of diamonds, but it's not going to be enough.
21-20. Yeah. 21-20. I mean, Carrot Top, it ran out for him.
Wow. Mulan, unimpressive showings, but she is through. She's gaining confidence. She'll need it to fight Captain America. Next, intriguing. Go ahead, Roro.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that's absolutely Mulan has, done enough to get by. She's not impressed, but she's gotten through. And that's sometimes all that you need is to do that. And now she's going to go up against Captain America, who's been knocking everybody out. So she's going to need to kind of turn up the jets now.
Wow. So, sets up a 1-5 matchup of Captain America versus Mulan in the Sweet 16. See how our second captain does in this region. We got Captain Planet, the 3 seed, going up against Sonny Corleone. Ace and ace only will get a knockout for Captain Planet. Let's see what happens. Captain Planet opens it up with a 10 of clubs. Sonny Corleone counters with a 9 of spades. Captain Planet, queen of clubs. Sonny, 8 of spades. Strong fight here. It's 2017 going into the final round. What do you think about that, Rotag?
Yeah, I've got Captain Planet going into my final 4 here. I need him to step up, especially when, I've already lost my overall winner with Bond. And so, Captain, man, we need you. Some of those Planeteers, show that heart, and win this one right now.
Captain Planet's final card is a 4 of spades, leaving an opening for Corleone, who has a 10 of diamonds. It's 27-24. Sonny Corleone is into the Sweet 16.
Oh, this bracket is not going well for me in any sort of the way. This is not my brawl to pick. I apologize, Brawl Nation. I have let you down. I continue to just be baffled by what's going on in this brawl. I mean, it's chaos.
Now we have 2 soldiers. Patton read the works of Julius Caesar, was a scholar of history. Patton can get a knockout with his Thompson if an ace, king, or queen falls. But with the chaos we've seen, we have no clue what's coming here. Let's see what happens. We got Patton versus Julius Caesar in the round of 32. Patton, Needs an ace, king, or a queen to get an immediate knockout. Let's see what happens with his first card. Ace of spades. Patton's not messing around. Julius Caesar is out.
Well, you can study it all you want, but there are people who perfect it, and Patton clearly perfected that knockout there, getting the card that he needed and knocking out Caesar before Caesar even had a chance. He's not messing around. This is finally a 1 and a 2 seed. Are really showing that they're ready to fight in this bracket here, the Golden Eye Bunker. They didn't mess around.
All right, so that brings us to the Sweet 16, and sadly, due to time constraints, we are coming to the end of this episode. We'll bring you the Sweet 16 all the way through to the championship in the next episode of Brawl. Let's break down the Sweet 16 to see what we have to look forward to if our part 2 of this episode in this second Brawl. In the Swamp bracket, we have Chuck Norris going up against Cam Newton and Robin Hood going up against Neo. Who do you see coming out of that bracket alive? Roro.
You know what? I mean, Neo's still the favorite going in there, and he's my pick, so I've got to go with him. But I'm really liking what Chuck Norris is doing. I'm thinking that he might be able to upset Cam Newton, and depending on how the Robin Hood Neo fight go, Norris might be able to be, the Conor McGregor of this tournament.
I can definitely see that happening. So, anything can happen. It's been a crazy fight so far. I actually like Robin Hood coming out of that. He's looked strong to me. But when you draw these jokers, you get one of those two in the deck, crazier things have happened. Who knows what's going to happen in this brawl? That's anybody's fight. Let's go down to what I think is the craziest bracket of all. We're in the Mall of America bracket. We got an 8 seed versus a 5 seed and a 3 seed versus a 7 seed in the Sweet 16. We got Seagal, the 5 umpires, Tom Toretto, and Jet Li. Who do you see coming out of that?
Yeah, I think Toretto's going to come out of that. I mean, he is, still the top seed remaining. But again, I want to pick Seagal. I want to see one of these middle-aged, late-aged, older guys that used to have the mojo going on come find that they're not as good as they always were, but they're as good as once as they ever were.
One of your favorite songs, good old Toby Keith.
That's right. I'm glad you got the reference there. So,
all right.
How about you? What do you got going on here in the Mall of America with this Sweet 16?
Given how strong Seagal has fought, I see him coming out of that.
All right, so we both want to see the Seagal thing going out of there. Moving over to the Wide Rock region. In our Sweet 16, we have the 1 versus 5 matchup. The T1000 that has thrown weak stuff in both rounds 1 and 2 before getting a third round knockout, going up against the 5 TSA guys. And we have the 211 matchup where the Power Rangers are taking on one of the sentimental favorites right now, Richard Simmons, who is also proven old guy power. What you got?
Uncle Willy has no clue about how this thing's going to go out. I actually am thinking it's going to be the TSA. They're like the 5 of them can somehow figure it out. They've got the magic working so far. They fought well. I got them going to the Final Four at this point. I had Bond. Bond was weak.
Yeah, I mean, this Bond is out for me at all. So at this point, I mean, I'm going to just root for Richard Simmons. Why not? Bracket's busted. Just go with, the Cinderella. Let him get all dressed up.
Yep. Step aerobics and dance your way to fitness and a brawl victory, huh?
That's right. And in our last little area, our region, we have the Golden Eye Bunker. We have the 1 versus 5 Captain America versus Mulan, followed by the 2 versus 6 matchup, General Patton versus Sonny. And what do you got going on in this region?
Well, if you remember, Sonny Corleone is one of my sleeper picks, and he has definitely shown that he's ready to brawl. But Captain America is just not messing around. He is my Final Four pick before this thing started. I got him all the way to the championship against Neo. That championship fight is still intact. I think that Captain America is going to run the table on the rest of this bracket.
Well, and once again, I only have one shot at the Final Four, and that's Neo. Bond, gone. Captain Planet, gone. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, gone. My Final Four, I can't pick them to save my life. I mean, I'm good normally in the early rounds, but after that, it just seems to fall apart for me. In this round, you know what? I'm going to root for Mulan. I want to see her, continue to show that she's been just enough to win each time, winning barely over Ninja 24-16 in a much closer fight, and then 21-20 over Carrot Top in a much, much closer fight than it ever should have been. So I'm hoping that she saved all her strength, take out Captain America, who's been just knocking everybody out, and then she can come up against, Patton or Corleone and, show them that she's got that strength. So I'm hoping for Mulan to pull out of that bracket now.
Okay, and that brings us to the end of our episode. As always, if you're interested in advertising on our show, we will plug your products and we will bring them to our huge audience. So you can email us at rotagandwilly, all one word, @gmail.com. If you're interested in tweeting us, if you want to share your thoughts on this craziness that's ensuing, please tweet us at rotagandwilly. What are your final thoughts on this, Rotag? I'm speechless.
Yeah, my bracket's completely busted. It's going to be a crazy finish. I'm excited to see that just for the simple fact that I'm a Brawl fan myself. I want to see how it plays out. I'm not looking forward to my bracket score at the end of my record is not going to look good. That's okay. That's part of the fun in the Brawl is being able just to enjoy it and see the craziness that can ensue. And like you said, last time you predicted it and it didn't happen this time, you predicted more of a straight up and it was more chaos. And so, yeah, it's going to be a great finish. I'm excited to bring it in the next episode where we leave it off with our Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and then crowning our new champion right there at the end. I'm Rotag. He's Willie. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. We're always excited to see you. Reach out on our Twitter. Willie, hit him with the Twitter.
Rotag and Willy, all one word, ROTAG, and Willy is our handle. That's that.
Yeah, leave us a comment about maybe who you would like to see in the next Brawl. Maybe how your bracket is doing compared to ours. Maybe you're much better at picking these. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
See you later.